Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for May 7th, 2024. This is for Aries, last shuffle for Aries. Let's see what's going on. Aries, what we have is new beginnings here, and we have Sacred Temple. Well, you might be starting the day on the good foot, as they like to say. You might be starting it on the good foot, right? What's beautiful about this, right, with the new beginnings, is that this is like a new chance, it's a new chance, basically, right? The day, whatever happened yesterday, whatever happened last week, is not going to, what's the word? It's not going to affect, like how do I say this? It doesn't take away from anything. Like, just because yesterday, maybe you may have felt disappointed, you may be embarrassed about something, you may have felt disrespected. That is not a factor today. It's like today is a reset. Today, a reset, and then you have the Sacred Temple with this, with the sun. This is talking about you. It's going to be obvious where you're meant to be, or that, like, okay, let me just give it to you straight, right? You know how you go through some crap with people. I have to be honest. You may have felt disrespected. You may feel let down. You may have felt a certain, like, yeah, disrespected, let down, something to that effect, right? Today is like a brand new day. Five of Cups over the whole reading does give off the vibe of, like, if you have a Five of Cups with an Emperor and a Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, all that combined, this would say you felt really disrespected. You may have felt like someone went behind your back, backstabbed you. That is yesterday. It may have been embarrassing too for this to be here. For some of you, this may have been very embarrassing. If the Six of Wands was here, I would say it was like everyone knows what happened or something here. But I don't see that, except for the sun. I mean, the sun kind of would say something to that effect too. But you're meant to, where you're meant to be right now is in this space of picking up the pieces, right? Like, the worst that could have happened has already happened in a sense, and whatever connection this is, if this is a connection, because I see the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. So whatever the worst that could have ever happened is already happened now. Spirit's like, okay, we have all the cards on the table. You already know that, say they backstabbed you, say that something is done, like it's over. Say that you're disappointed about it or embarrassed or something. That is done. Today's a new day, right? Emperor, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles with this. A new day. This is time, like turning over a new leaf. There's something about learning. Oh gosh, there's a lot of learning here. And you've learned a new lesson. You understand more about yourself, what you're willing to work with, what you can deal with, what you want to work towards or build, who you want to build with. You are learning more about that. Take this as a learning experience. So this feels very specific, okay? So this may be, I don't know, one or two Aries out there, but take whatever happened as a learning experience, because they're talking about how you're learning how to become, I mean, you're learning more about yourself through your experiences with other people, I guess is the best way to put that, right? The Sun and Ten of Swords is the Sacred Temple. And by that, I mean, you know, like there's that song, and I can't remember who made it, but I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that kind of thing. I'm not seeing love, but it applies as far as there's certain things you think that you wouldn't be able to deal with, or certain things that you say I can deal with. You find out through experience that that's not the case. This is definitely a deal breaker, or this is definitely not a deal breaker. So Spirit is showing that. But Sacred Temple, of course, with this energy, is talking a lot about where you're meant to be. So there's a lot of realization that perhaps you can't put on the rose-colored glasses for certain scenarios, certain people, certain situations. Like, you can't do it. Because the Ten of Swords would speak of, like, it's obvious that this is something I can't deal with. Like, this is a done deal. This is a deal breaker, right? Yeah, let's just keep going. So, Angels of the Four Directions, we have King of Wands and Seven of Swords. The angels are trying to get you out of a certain space. So, you may have been leading with your ego. This goes or lends back to the thought process of, like, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. This would tell me here that a lot of things that you would deal with, you would be able to handle, but your ego is telling you otherwise. Your ego is like, well, that's disrespectful, and there's something that you may struggle with. Now, say it is a betrayal, because I'm seeing a lot of betrayal. A lot of, and I'm not judging anything, right? But some people, are like open in situations, like, say, if this is business, this would be competition, realizing that someone is like not really loyal. They're like trying to figure out what's best for them. The grass is greener over in this business versus yours. This would teach you a lot about the fact that, I mean, or open the doors, open your mind to realize that maybe you would have done the same if you were, you know what I mean? I would probably do that too. The loyalty, the disrespect energy. It's like, well, in business, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? It's like what some people have to do is best for them. They have to work, they have to make money, they have to figure out what works for them. And they have to also, most of us in business, we're trying to improve. We're trying to increase our bottom line. Uh, you know, um, Everyone is, right? And no matter what business you go into, this is why the prices go up so much, is because every year they want to make more than they made last year. And especially with the rising economy, well, the economy's not rising. The economy in America seems to be hitting a low as far as the balance between expenses and profits and such with people. Like, we may be making the same amount of money, but we're spending way more than we did before on the same stuff, which is very difficult here for a lot of people. I'm seeing so many people in their cars, man. It's not even funny. In an area where it wasn't like that at all, you saw more deer than you saw people on the side of the road. Like, and now you're parking in the store and you're seeing people in their car with everything in there. And it's not, I'm laughing because it keeps me from crying, as y'all know how I am. But what I'm seeing is that the angels want you to get out of a mindset of saying, I won't deal with that. I won't deal with that. They're like, you don't know what you'll deal with until you get into a situation. Your ego is talking right now, right? Your ego is trying to protect your inner child. And also, too, your ego is being, I guess, it's almost like influenced by what you've learned over time. So you may have learned, how like people say, like, if this is romantic, once a cheater, always a cheater. And it seems as though you may be thinking really negatively about a situation, and you may learn more about yourself, like what you're willing to deal with in a relationship as well. Um, like, maybe things can be worked on, things can be fixed, you can turn over a new leaf, things can change, right? That you've invested so much in a situation, and you find that this person has grown, right? Because you have this loving woman with the King of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Someone, whoever has betrayed you, if they have betrayed you, has found a balance in their life, and they're finally growing up. This would be, is not gender specific, right? This would be someone who is realizing that they need to bring more to the table. They realize that over time, like, they have invested. Like, why squander your investment? Why mess up everything? Why this person is depressed? They're contrite. They are remorseful if they have betrayed you. You know what I mean? If not, this is you doing the betraying. This person is really still, they're healing and they're sad still, but they finally gotten to a place where they're okay. They're open to hearing whatever, they're open to having hope in the situation. Now, that's if this is romantic. If not, if this is not romantic, this is someone who has learned that the grass is not greener on the other side as far as business is concerned, and they're wanting to come back and work on the business and invest more into the business. They're going to be a lot more responsible with their, like, with whatever it is, whatever their obligations are, they're going to fulfill them. They may, they've learned a lot. They've learned that it's not better out there. Whoever this is, there's someone out there like that. So, Aries, that's what we've got here. It feels so specific. It's not even funny. You could be dealing with a Leo or another Aries, but we also have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Okay. And so you could be an Aries, Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Leo, Virgo cusp, or a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.